What an incredible morning that was with those grouse. I got some content this morning that I'm just so excited to share with you guys. The grouse have moved off to the sage. They're about 70 yards away. I'll wait a little while longer until I'm very certain that they've moved far enough into the sage where they won't see me get out of here. And then I'll just kind of sneak out and head out for the day to see what else we can find and photograph. I'll catch up with you guys here in a little bit. The Sage Steppe is a landscape filled with a variety of wildlife. The sage grouse were done displaying for the day, but there's just so much to photograph out here. My plan was to spend the rest of the morning in my new blind to photograph the various animals moving through the area. I had a wonderful time with some meadowlarks and other birds I saw in the area and kept my eyes peeled for any pronghorn, badgers, or other wildlife that I knew were out here. When the sun had hit its peak and the light was no longer ideal to work with, I used that time to explore the area and see if I could find any nests, dens, or other signs of wildlife in the area. Hey everyone, another just magnificent evening out here. I absolutely love it. The moon is rising right now. It's like a full moon and it is just beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful night. I'm so looking forward to photographing the sage grouse tomorrow morning after this morning's experience and just how well that went. I can't wait to photograph them again tomorrow morning. I'm just so excited. This is such a good way to photograph them. And I can't wait. Today was wonderful. There's so much wildlife out here. And I had so much fun just hiking around in this beautiful landscape. I saw plenty of pronghorn out here. There's never a shortage of pronghorn, it seems. I had a wonderful encounter with a meadowlark tonight as the sun was setting on my way to camp, on my way back here. It was just wonderful. I got the sun setting behind the meadowlark with the beautiful colors behind as it was calling on some sagebrush, I think. Maybe it was some rabbit brush. I think it was sagebrush though. It was just beautiful. And one of the most exciting things that I saw today were a bunch of fresh American badger digs. I didn't see the badger itself, but the digs were very fresh. I saw, very distinct paw prints, so the breeze hadn't blown the dirt, to obscure the prints or anything yet. So they were very fresh, and I waited there for quite a bit, but he never came out of those holes. If he was in there, he may have just been digging, earlier in the afternoon or something, and then moseyed off and gone in some other little burrow somewhere, I'm not sure. But that tells me that there is an American badger in the area, and it was pretty close to my camp too. I'll keep an eye on it, or on the general area in the morning when I'm photographing the sage grouse. That'd be awesome to get an American badger coming through as well. They are so fun to photograph. I'm just headed back to my camp right now. I'm gonna grab a late supper and then head to bed. The sooner I go to sleep, the sooner I'll wake up and be able to photograph those sage grouse, which I am just thrilled to do. So excited. So I will see you guys in the morning. What a wonderful, wonderful day out here. was a really quick morning. The light there, the sun just came up. It was getting really good with the light, and the grouse were starting to come in more. But then they all flushed. Something spooked them, and I can't see what it is. They're all looking over this way, and then they all flew. But when I look out that way, I don't see anything. So I'm gonna wait here and just keep watching and see if like a predator comes in or something. It may have been something flying above that I just can't see from the blind, I'm not sure. But usually with sage grouse, if they flush, they usually don't come back to the lek that morning. Unlike like sharp-tailed grouse, if they flush early enough in the morning, they'll usually come back and you can photograph them again. But sage grouse usually don't do that. But it's still really early in the morning. It's only just after 7. It's like 7:20 or 7:30 or something. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer and just see if any of the grouse come back in or if predator comes in or something. And if I don't see anything in the next maybe like 20 minutes or so, then I'm going to grab my camera and head out and see if I can find anything, because the light really is just magnificent right now. And yeah, we'll pick up from there. I'll keep you updated though. I had a wonderful time hiking and exploring that morning. The light was outstanding and there were a lot of birds moving around the area. A moment with a meadowlark here, a few senkits with a shrike there, and plenty of horned larks flying all around. I saw plenty of pronghorn off in the distance as they grazed and made their way across the vast landscape. I checked the recent badger sign that I had found before, but still no sign of any badger. Badgers are amazing architects of these wide open landscapes. Many animals wouldn't have homes if it wasn't for them. Species like prairie dogs, ground squirrels, burrowing owls, and foxes all use old badger holes as their homes, not to mention the badgers themselves. Badgers are a species that can help indicate just how healthy a habitat is. In my experience, I've seen that where I can find a healthy population of American badgers, it won't take long to find a handful of other species as well. Oh, what an amazing morning. I'm just loving it out here. I saw a lot of fun birds this morning. That was wonderful. So I'm going to be out here for a few more days, well, out on the Sage Steppe, but I'm actually going to be cleaning my stuff up this morning and relocating. Let me get this all cleaned up and then we'll move positions and I'll explain what I'm doing out here. All right, so I've relocated. It's a bit more of a production than when I was out just by myself, but I'm getting ready to start my private sage grouse workshops for this year. I've got my base camp set up. Let me show you around so you can know what to expect if you come on a private or a group workshop with me. Let's go. Everyone gets their own 2-person tent. That's enough room for you and your gear. This includes luxury bedding that is extremely comfortable. Moving over to the communal tent, we have our camp kitchen with warm meals and snacks provided each day. We have electricity so that you can keep your camera batteries charged. I have internet available for you to check emails, call home, or just brag to your friends about the amazing time you're having. My camp bathroom has a toilet, a sink to wash your hands, and even a hot shower. These are just some of the things that I provide on all of my camping-based workshops. I really do everything that I can to help you have an amazing time out here in nature, and I've invested in the best gear available to help you be comfortable while you do so. On all of my workshops, both private and group workshops, I always go to the locations in advance to look for the wildlife, to find them, and give you the best chance to get the photos that you're wanting. I hope that you can join me on one of my workshops, whether it's a group workshop like photographing bears in Alaska or photographing spoonbills and other birds in Florida, or on one of my private workshops like the Sage Grouse workshop here, or if there's another species that you've been wanting to photograph for a while but just haven't been able to, let me know what that is. We'll talk logistics, get something scheduled, and go out and photograph it. I hope you've enjoyed this little mini series of sage grouse videos that I've put together. This is a species that I truly cherish and just love observing and photographing, so I hope you've enjoyed them as well. Thank you so much for your endless support. I always appreciate it. Stay safe out there. We'll see you next time.